Deep within a forest, life thrived. Sunlight dappled the forest floor. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves. The air was alive with the sounds of bird song and buzzing insects. This was a place of peace, a sanctuary for all creatures. The trees stood tall and proud, their branches reaching towards the sky. A clear stream flowed through the heart of the woods, its waters sparkling like 1,000 diamonds. The forest was a place of magic, a place where dreams took flight. Among the many creatures who called this forest home was a sparrow. He was small, but his spirit was large. He loved to explore, to soar through the air with the wind beneath his wings.
Each day I wake with the sun and take to the sky. I know every nook and cranny of this forest. I flit from tree to tree, my cheerful chirps echoing through the woods.
One day, the sky grew dark. The wind howled through the trees, whipping the leaves into a frenzy. A storm was coming, and it was coming fast. The animals of the forest scurried for shelter.
I was caught unawares, tossed about by the wind. I tried to fly to safety, but it was no use.
The storm raged through the forest, unleashing its fury. When the storm finally passed, the forest was silent. The sparrow lay on the ground, his wing bent at an unnatural angle.
I tried to move, but pain shot through my wing. I was scared and alone. The forest, once so familiar and welcoming, now seemed like a strange and dangerous place.
The other animals emerged from their shelters.
They found me lying injured on the forest floor.
They knew they had to help.
I gently nudged the sparrow with my nose.
I brought him some berries to eat.
And I stayed by his side, keeping him company.
In this moment, the forest showed its true heart through the kindness of its inhabitants. The sparrow, though injured, had not lost his spirit. His wing may have been broken, but his heart was still strong, and his mind was filled with memories of the skies. He was a symbol of resilience, a beacon of hope for all who knew him.
I may be hurt, but I still remember the thrill of soaring high above the trees and racing the wind, the feeling of freedom, the rush of the air beneath my wings, and the endless horizon that stretched out before me. Those memories keep me going, reminding me of what I once was and what I can be again.
He began to tell stories of his adventures in the forest, tales of daring flights through thunderstorms, of close encounters with predators, and of the breathtaking beauty of the world from above. Each story was a testament to his courage and his love for life.
Wow, Sparrow, your tales are incredible. They are filled with such excitement and wonder. It's like we can see the world through your eyes, feel the wind beneath our wings, and experience the thrill of your adventures.
Yes, they remind us of the beauty that surrounds us. Sometimes we forget to appreciate the simple things, the everyday wonders that make life so special. Your stories bring those moments to life, making us see the world in a new light.
The animals listened intently. They were captivated by his tales. Each story was a window into a world they had never seen, a world of adventure and beauty that lay just beyond their reach. They hung on his every word, their imaginations soaring with him. The sparrow stories brought them together, reminding them of the beauty that surrounded them. In his words, they found a sense of unity, a shared appreciation for the world they lived in. His tales were more than just stories. They were a celebration of life and the wonders it held.
Your stories, Sparrow, they're like a breath of fresh air. They lift our spirits and fill us with hope. They remind us that even in the darkest times, there is always something to look forward to, always a reason to keep going.
And in those moments, they all felt a little closer, a little more connected. The sparrow stories had woven a tapestry of shared experiences and emotions, binding them together in a way that nothing else could. They realized that they were not alone, that they were part of something bigger, something beautiful. The sparrow looked up at the sky, his eyes filled with determination. He knew that one day he would fly again, and until that day came, he would continue to share his stories, to inspire and uplift those around him. For in his heart he was still a bird of the sky, a creature of the wind and the clouds. The forest animals cheered for him, their hearts filled with admiration and gratitude. They knew that they were lucky to have him, that his presence was a gift, and they vowed to support him, to be there for him, just as he had been there for them. Surrounded by his friends, the sparrow felt a deep sense of contentment. He knew that he was not alone, that he was part of a community that cared for him, and in that moment he realized that his broken wing was not a curse, but a blessing. It had brought him closer to those around him, had given him a new purpose, a new way to soar. In his imagination he soared once more, his spirit unbroken, his heart full of hope, and he knew that one day his dreams would become reality. Until then he would continue to inspire, to uplift, and to remind everyone of the beauty that lay all around them. The forest was alive with the sound of his stories, a testament to the power of hope and resilience. And as the days turned into nights and the nights into days, the sparrows' tales continued to echo through the trees, a reminder that even in the face of adversity there is always a reason to keep dreaming, to keep believing, and to keep flying. Days turned into weeks. The sparrow's wings slowly began to heal. The forest, with its ever-changing hues and sounds, became a sanctuary for the sparrow. Each day brought new challenges and new hopes. The gentle rustling of leaves, the soft chirping of crickets at night, and the warm rays of the sun during the day all played a part in the sparrow's recovery. The forest was alive and its energy was palpable. It was a place where time seemed to stand still, yet move forward with purpose.
Here, Sparrow, I brought you some berries. These are the juiciest ones I could find. I hope they help you regain your strength. Every day the animals of the forest would bring something special for the sparrow. It was their way of showing love and support. The berries were not just food, they were a symbol of care and compassion.
And I've got some nuts for you, my friend. These are the finest nuts from the tallest trees. They will give you the energy you need to fly again. The squirrel's eyes sparkled with hope as he handed over the nuts. It was a small gesture, but it meant the world to the sparrow.
The animals continued to care for him, bringing him food and keeping him company. They would sit by his side, sharing stories and laughter. The forest was a place of healing, not just for the sparrow, but for all its inhabitants. The bond between the animals grew stronger with each passing day. They learned the true meaning of friendship and community.
Thank you, everyone. Your kindness means the world to me. The sparrow's voice was filled with gratitude. He looked at each of his friends, his heart swelling with appreciation. He knew that without their support, his journey to recovery would have been much harder.
The sparrow's stories continued. He spoke of courage and kindness, of friendship and hope. His tales were filled with adventures and lessons learned. The animals listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder. Each story was a reminder of the strength that comes from unity and the power of hope.
Your words inspire us, Sparrow. They give us the courage to face our own challenges. The animals felt a renewed sense of purpose. They realized that they were not alone in their struggles. Together, they could overcome anything.
Yes, they make us believe in the power of community. We are stronger together. The animals began to see the forest in a new light. It was not just a place to live. It was a community, a family. They understood that their strength lay in their unity.
The animals of the forest, inspired by his words, felt a renewed sense of community. They worked together to make the forest a better place for everyone. They built new homes, planted more trees, and ensured that everyone had enough to eat. The forest thrived, and so did its inhabitants. The sparrow's journey of healing had brought them all closer together. It was a testament to the power of kindness, hope, and community. Finally, the day arrived when the sparrow was strong enough to fly again.
I think I'm ready to try flying again.
He spread his wings and took to the sky, soaring above the trees.
Look at him go.
It's amazing.
The animals watched in amazement. They cheered and clapped, their hearts filled with joy.
His flight is a symbol of hope.
It's a testament to the power of our community.
The sparrow's flight was a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of community. The sparrow returned to his life of adventure, soaring through the skies and exploring new lands. Each day brought a new horizon, a new challenge, and a new story to tell. He flew over mountains, crossed rivers, and ventured into forests far and wide. Yet no matter how far he traveled or how many adventures he embarked upon, he never forgot the kindness that had been shown to him by the animals of his home forest. The memories of their generosity and compassion were etched in his heart. He often found himself reminiscing about the times when he was in need and how the animals had come together to help him. Their faces, their voices, and their acts of kindness were a constant source of inspiration for him.
I will always remember how you all helped me through my hardest times. Your support gave me the strength to continue my journey, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Each of you played a crucial role in my story, and I carry your kindness with me wherever I go.
He continued to share his stories, gathering the animals around him whenever he returned to the forest. His tales were filled with excitement and wonder, but they also carried important lessons. Through his stories, he reminded everyone of the importance of helping others, of being there for one another in times of need. The animals listened intently, their hearts touched by the sparrow's words. They began to see the value in their own acts of kindness, understanding that even the smallest gesture could make a big difference. The forest became a place where everyone looked out for each other, where compassion and empathy were the guiding principles.
Your stories, Sparrow, they keep us united. They remind us of the strength we have when we come together, and the beauty of a community that cares for each of its members.
Yes, they remind us of the importance of kindness and compassion. In a world that can often be harsh and unforgiving, your stories are a beacon of hope and a reminder that we are never alone.
The forest was no longer just a collection of trees and animals. It had transformed into a vibrant community, bound together by the threads of kindness and compassion. Each animal, no matter how big or small, played a vital role in this tapestry of life. It was a community bound together by kindness and compassion. The bonds they shared were stronger than any adversity they might face. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome any challenge.
And at the heart of it all is you, Sparrow. Your courage and your stories have brought us closer together. You have shown us that even the smallest among us can make a big impact.
The little bird with a big heart and an even bigger story to tell. Your journey has inspired us all, and your legacy will live on in the stories we share and the kindness we show to one another, and an even bigger story to tell. Each tale you share is a reminder of the power of compassion and the strength of community. Your adventures have become a part of our collective memory, a source of inspiration for generations to come.
And so the sparrow's legacy lived on in every heart and every story shared within the forest. His adventures were more than just tales of bravery and exploration. They were lessons in love, kindness, and the importance of community. And every story shared within the forest. The animals continued to gather, sharing their own stories and celebrating the spirit of the sparrow. They knew that as long as they remembered his lessons, their community would remain strong and united.